All right, let's start. Welcome to the August version of our Agile Hive Cloud review. My name is Daniel. I'm joined today by my colleague Michael, who's just waving in the camera but not talking at the moment. So
to do the introduction at the end, but hello from my side.
There he is. And as always, if you want to stay updated on everything regarding Agile Hive, you can follow us on our social media channels like LinkedIn and YouTube. The URLs are here on the screen. And also, if you want to add this review meeting to your calendar, you can do so using the very first link on that slide. Please be aware that the next review will take place on September 4th at the same time. And this review will also be recorded and uploaded to YouTube afterwards. Kicking it off with some general updates. So as we, I think, already announced in our last review session, we will be joining the Safe Leadership Forum 2025, which is hosted by Kigon, one of our partners, and it will take place in Zurich, Switzerland. So if you are around, you're from the European or the German-speaking area, then we are very happy to meet you there. Joining from Agile Hive will be my colleague Yannick, and he will also host a workshop session at the event. And we will be, or he will be, very glad if you join him. Let him know if you're there. And see, he's also on the call. So if you want to connect, you can do that just right now. Then another event that Agile Hive is attending, or that we are sponsoring, is the Safe Summit in Denver, Colorado, which is taking place in September 9th to 10th of December this year. So if you are joining us there, you can reach out beforehand. So we can also hand out discounted tickets to you. So if you're interested in joining the event but don't have the budget available or only a reduced budget, let us know. So we can probably take care of that and meet up in Denver. Then, if you are interested in learning more on Safe and in general Agile Hive, then our blog is a good place to go to. The URL is right here on the screen. And my colleague Joshua is publishing a new blog post every, I think, 2 weeks, every 4 weeks, something about that. So just keep an eye out for any updates on our blog. It's definitely worth the time and very exciting topics to dig deeper into. And as always, if you are currently in the evaluation process of Agile Hive for your company and you need more time for that, we know that the initial 30 days that Atlassian grants you is sometimes not enough to really get used or get a good idea of a product that complex. Just let us know so we can provide you with a free voucher code to extend your evaluation period for Agile Hive. And to do so, please raise a support request via our help desk, and we will get back to you immediately on that matter and also provide you with support for getting the most out of the app. Moving on to the product updates and potentially the demo part, which will be quite limited today. More on that in a minute. So our goal is to release at least one new version every other Tuesday, or every Tuesday, actually. Over the last few weeks, we only managed to publish a new version every other Tuesday. So 2 new versions have been released since the last review. Nonetheless, the team is hard at work, and you can see what we released in our changelog. So definitely check this out if you want to know where the product is heading. And the latest version also included those new features and improvements. For one, we added a new filtering option for reports. So now you can display milestones of parent projects for any of the projects in your Safe organization. So for example, if you're on the team layer, you were only able to see the team and art level milestones. But now you can also decide to include the solution train and portfolio level milestones as well. And we'll take a look at that in a minute. Then improvements. The team was hard at work to further improve performance in preparation for the solution train reports. We tackled a couple of report widgets this time, and those included the load versus cap and the milestones report widgets. There have been a few others that have been worked on, but that are not yet released. They will be released over the next few days, I think. So keep your eyes out for that. And we will, I think, finish over the next 2 weeks with the performance improvements and then proceed working on the actual implementation of solution train reports, but more on that in a minute. Then we added some more fields, some technical custom fields to Agile Hive that help us to implement those performance improvements. Precisely, those are the new fields safe level and iterations. Safe level is a field that holds information on the safe level that issue is created on. So the project that the issue is part of, whether it's on the team or whatever level. And also iterations gives us information on the Agile Hive iterations, which are derived from the Jira Sprint field. So we do not have to resolve the iteration field when we want to know, okay, which iteration has this issue been planned for. We do not have to resolve the iterations fields and pull the sprint data. We can then just access this technical custom field that we introduced and request information on the iterations directly, which makes it faster in conclusion. Also, we fixed some bugs. One is being mentioned here because it has been quite annoying to some of our customers. We received a lot of reports for that one in the past, and we are very happy that we were able to finally provide a hopefully a final fix for that. So if you're still experiencing this behavior, please let us know. So for some customers, the welcome tour was displayed on every new session they started in Agile Hive. So whenever they opened their browser, a fresh window, they were greeted by the Agile Hive welcome tour, like, hey, nice that you're here. Let me show you around a bit, which was quite annoying because, I mean, you get used to the tool over time and you don't need to get an explanation for every detail every day. So we changed where the welcome tour data, the information on which tour steps have already been visited, where this information is being stored. And it seems that this resolved the underlying issue. But as I said, if you're still affected by this behavior, please let us know so we can take a closer look. Also, we fixed some other minor bugs, which you can find more information about in our changelog. All right, the demo part is quite limited today, so we decided to just include some screenshots showcasing the new functionality because it basically comes down to the milestones widget, which you can see right here in the left-hand part of the screen. So we are currently looking at a team level report. You can see this is Team Alpha that we are currently looking at, and we are looking at the current PI, so the currently running PI. And we can see that there are a couple of milestones already planned for my team in this PI, like sprint planning 1, sprint planning 2, and so on. And also we can see that there's a art level milestone that we can that the report displays to us here. And this was the default state before we added additional filtering to that. And now you can see that there's this little icon right up here. And when we click it, we get a dropdown that allows us to select one or more layers that we want to see the milestones for in our team level report. And if we just select all of them, you can see that when we apply the change, we can now see all milestones that are planned in this PI that we have currently selected on any of the safe layers. So you can still see the team level sprint planning milestones. You have the art level one, but in addition, you can now see solution train and portfolio level milestones, which might also be relevant to your team. So you get a good overview of everything that's being relevant for your team in this PI. Taking a look at our short-term roadmap, or in other words, what the team is currently working on. So this is what you can expect to be released over the next few weeks. As already mentioned, we are going to finalize the performance improvement on the team and the art level, which is basically the preparation for solution train and portfolio level reports to work as intended, so that Agile Hive is able to accumulate and calculate all the data that are necessary for those levels. And also, we just started implementing the actual solution train report widgets. So after most of the performance improvements are already done, we can now start to work on the content. And yeah, we are making very good progress over here. As the solution train reports will be quite similar to the art level ones, there's a lot of synergy that we can leverage. So we expect this to yeah, not take us too long, I think. Also, we are still in the evaluation phase for synchronized use of Agile Hive hierarchy in the Jira parent field. We've talked about that for several times now already. This is a quite complex topic that yeah, needs very a sensitive planning and also testing. So we are discovering more and more edge cases that we need to take care of, and yeah, we will keep you updated as soon as there's any news worth sharing. Additional information can be found at our roadmap. We will also update the roadmap after our review of today to always reflect the latest yeah, status of information. Yeah, so we wanted to give you a brief sneak peek into solution train reports. As just mentioned, they look quite similar to the ones on the art level. But yeah, I mean, they are at scale, basically one level above. So just on the, like on the art level, basically the elements are quite identical. We have the header area up here. We have not added any people to our solution train yet in our testing test environment, but of course it works the same way as on all other layers. We have the PI picker on the right-hand side right here. This works similar to the art level. We have our PI metrics. Most of them are already working, some not. So we are still implementing those that are still missing. Then the solution train burn up is already working, as you can see right here. So this is demo data. It's not like a yeah, realistic scenario that we are currently showcasing here. But yeah, it's aggregating the data from the team level all the way up, and that works already pretty smoothly. We have milestones, we have dependencies that we are still working on. We have the solution train PI overview, which yeah, is working similar to the art level one. And also, which is yeah, in most parts already working, are the solution train PI objectives, as well as the PI risks. And as I already mentioned, there's a lot of synergy between the art level and the solution train. So we expect this to be released probably over the next 4 to 6 weeks. But I think more on that can be shared in the September review in 4 weeks then. Speaking of it, this is our current yeah, estimation for the roadmap, so our planned work over the next few weeks. As mentioned, we are in the implementation phase for reports on the solution train level. We are still finishing up some of the performance improvements, but I think the biggest part is already in a done state now. So we expect this to take between 4 to 6 weeks. So I think, yeah, before October, there will be at least some very precise information on when this will be ready. And everything else will be shifted to, yeah, a later point in time. But we expect this to be, yeah, beginning of October, early October, that we can start with evaluating the use of AI in Agile Hive, and also extended filtering in the Agile Hive boards. I think we've talked about that several reviews ago. Right now, we are only offering JQL filtering in most of our views, and some very basic filtering, which is not very sufficient for non-power users. So we want to make this more accessible and more convenient to everybody who uses Agile Hive by adding some more visual filters like drop downs and checkboxes and all of that. So I think we already shared a concept as well in one of our review sessions. So this will be one of the larger features that we will be working on in the future. As mentioned, we are still in the evaluation/implementation phase for the synchronized use of Agile Hive issue hierarchy and the Jira parent field. As mentioned, it's quite complex. There's a lot of edge cases and a lot of in-depth technical stuff to consider and to check. So we want to take our time for that, make sure that this is properly implemented and in a stable state before we hand it out to anybody for beta testing. And as always, general usability and performance improvements is something that we are always working on. So if you report a bug, if you report unintended behavior to us via the service desk, we always try to resolve those as quickly as possible. So this is an ongoing task. If you have any feedback considering Agile Hive, you can always reach out to us. If you have any feature requests, you can raise a support request with us and describe your use case for that, and we will get back to you, mostly immediately. All right. That was it for today. Thanks for attending. The next review will take place on the 4th of September. You can follow us on our socials right here. But wait, there is there's one more thing. So almost forgot about that. As some of you probably already know, I will be leaving Seabird Group and also Agile Hive end of this month. So this was actually my last review session with all of you. Thanks everybody for always taking the time to join us and for the great discussions we had. And I already introduced my colleague Michael in the very beginning. Michael has been the product owner for Agile Hive Data Center for years. So he's I think the best person who can take over Agile Hive Cloud from me, and I'm very happy that he agreed to do so and will be your main contact person for everything Agile Hive in the future. So Michael, probably you want to introduce yourself really briefly.
Yeah, really briefly, because you took it all away from me. But thank you, Daniel. Let me just take this opportunity here and extend a thank you to you as well, because you've done a great work, awesome work, great effort for Agile Hive Cloud in the past 3 or 4 years. And I think you really will be missed, not only in Agile Hive, but in Zybert as well, I think. As Daniel already mentioned, my name is Michael Pötz. Michael, you can call me Michael, that's fine. I'll be taking over the product owner role for Agile Hive Cloud starting off next week. I'm no newbie to Agile Hive, as he said already. I've been the PO for the data center version of Agile Hive for 6 years now, since 2019 when we first started it. And I'm looking forward to working with you, our customers, and also you, our team, to further improve Agile Hive Cloud in the future. And I hope I will see you all on, as Daniel said, the 4th of September to our next public review. And for proper goodbye, I'll hand it back to Daniel now, so that he can take the time to say goodbye again. I'm just sing now.
Yes, thank you. That really appreciate it. As I just said, so thanks to everybody for the great. You said I think it was like 3 years already. The time just flew by, and really grateful for all the connections, all the discussions, and I hope you all have a great time today already with Agile Hive, and we'll have an even better time with it in the future. Thanks for joining, and see you all very, very soon. Bye bye.